Man, it looks like the fish is bloody.
Tomato pesto.
Oh, I know. It just looks like it's a very bloody fish, covered in all sorts of gore next to like a huge mound of ridiculously big mound of corn. Hi. You might be saying, wait, was that? Yeah, that was a laugh track. Yesterday, I was talking a little bit about the fact that I've been thinking about maybe adding something as, I guess, a feature to StephenVlog. And we've been watching a lot of Seinfeld. In fact, we're getting ready to sit down for lunch and watch another Seinfeld. And one of the things that has stuck out to me in Seinfeld is that as a sitcom, it's one of the, I guess, prime examples of I would say a laugh track, but it is actually filmed in front of a live studio audience. But regardless, a laugh track. And I thought that would be a really cool addition, because one of the things is when you watch a show like that, a sitcom or something similar, and they have that laughter in the show, I feel like it does make things funnier. So starting today, that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to be putting in, live audience reactions, whether it be laughter or shock or whatever. I think that it would add a lot to the show, the show, StephenVlog, the show. So we're gonna try it and see what we think. You excited for your lunch? You excited to eat your bloody fish? After lunch, Mal promptly got started on her next painting, which is shapes. She's painting shapes. She's starting to do paintings for preschoolers, and she's showing them colors and shapes. No, of course not. That's the beginning of Gunnar Damacy. Has to block in the color, of course. So that's what she got started on. One of the things Mal and I were talking about earlier is the fact that we're starting to get things up. We got, for example, this piece of artwork up. We got some artwork up around the house, but there's things that need to be taken down. For example, the Hylian shield. The Hylian shield's been there for God knows how long, ever since we did that ridiculous video with the inflatable horse between my legs. And we're gonna have to deal with that too. There's a lot of stuff that still needs picked up around the house, but it is what it is. We're still working on getting stuff put up. One of the things that is actually new and exciting is we got some posters. We actually had some store credit at Fangamer, and we have some random posters here. Like there's the Journey poster. We ordered some stuff that we thought would be really cool. This one I'm really excited about. It's got all of the different video game systems. So those are going to be some of the things that are going to be hanging up around here. I believe that the video game one specifically is going to go above the printer, so that's going to be really, really cool. Anyway, it has been a little while since lunch. In fact, it's been long enough that we went and had dinner. We got out of the house a little bit to continue to preserve our sanity. We went over to IHOP. And while we were there, I actually tried something I haven't had in a long time. They have New York cheesecake pancakes, and I used to eat them a lot in college. In college, if we would go to IHOP, I would almost always get them, but I haven't had them in years, and I had them again, and they're good. And I'm going to give specifically the pancakes a rating of 6 out of 7 stars. 6 out of 7. And they would be 7 out of 7, but in my opinion, there's just not enough syrup on the pancakes themselves. And I don't want to put maple syrup on them. I want more of the strawberry syrup. Although now that I think about it, Mal, did they have that at the table?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
So I'm just an idiot? Okay. Well, apparently I'm just an idiot, but yeah, they have the syrup there. That was my one complaint. But it's good, man. It's good. It can't be good for you. But I imagine that most things at IHOP aren't. One of the things that we discussed at dinner was the fact that it seems like with breakfast food, with IHOP, a lot of the things that they're selling are desserts. They're passing off desserts as a meal. And it's really not. Like, everything's loaded with calories, everything is sweet, and we just kind of accept it as, oh, that's what breakfast is. If you're getting if you're staying away from syrup in general, then you're probably getting something that more closely resembles food. But if you open up that specialty menu, man, at IHOP, it's always like French toast cinnamon rolls with ice cream. You know, that's not actual food. That's a dessert, and it's probably got an entire day's worth of calories, but they'll sell it to you. The other thing that we did this evening is we finally got to try out Tabletop Simulator, because we bought a copy of Tabletop Simulator. We've actually bought a few copies for people, and we didn't do any recordings tonight, but I got to try it out and actually play it, and I'm really impressed. It's just a really cool application. I'm really impressed with everything that it can do. People can create real-life board games and import them with the images, and actually program it to run like the game. So there's actual rules and stuff, and it automates a lot of the process. It's just really, really impressive. Anyway, Mal, did you want to have some ice cream?
Yes, I do.
Ice cream sounds good to me. What's wrong, Kit Kats? You're just sitting there like bumps on the log, except the log is the floor. It's the carpet. Yeah, we had ice cream the other night, and it was rejuvenating to my soul, man. I was super, super excited. The problem is, when I went in the other night to actually get ice cream, I was like, well, I'm going to get vanilla. Well, you can't get vanilla. There's 4 different kinds of vanilla. They had vanilla, they had French vanilla, they had like vanilla bean, they had some other. There was at least 4 for sure. And that was the Publix brand. That was just the Publix brand. If you start going into the other brands, they have even wackier stuff. But personally, my favorite ice cream is vanilla, especially when you just have like pure vanilla with like the little vanilla bean flakes inside. Like that's my favorite thing, especially because I was a bad boy and I actually got something additional with that ice cream. I got caramel syrup, because I'm a sucker for caramel syrup. I like chocolate syrup as well, and we actually have some. I didn't even know we had it. I think someone brought it for the New Year's party and left it here, because now we also have that. But I love like vanilla ice cream, caramel syrup, absolute favorite. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. God, I love ice cream. If you're wondering if it tastes as good as it looks, the answer is yes. That's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Because this is the end of the first of the month, I am going to say a quick shout out and huge thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. Their names are scrolling across the bottom of the screen now. If you are interested in learning more about Patreon and how you can support Mal and myself and the perks that come along with that, you can click on the card that's appearing on screen shortly, or go down into the description. There is a link down below. It has been an interesting day, especially because of this newfound feature, which may possibly have caused you to doubt how serious I am about it. Especially considering that today is actually April 1st. So if you were wondering, maybe, possibly, it could be that this entire thing was an April Fool's joke. Well, guess what? You'd be right. You would be right. We do not have any plans to add laugh tracks to StephenVlog. This has been a very extravagant April Fool's joke. Although I gotta admit, it was fun to do. And the reason that it was on my mind, and I feel like it was a very appropriate joke for I guess what has been on my mind and how our lives have went over the last few months of watching lots of Seinfeld. It feels like, for the most part, we do a lot of work. We sleep, we mess up our sleep schedules, we eat, and we watch Seinfeld. So, I've been intaking a lot of that media. And I gotta say, we're about halfway through, I think, season 7 at this point. There's only 9 seasons. Once we finish the show, I'm going to do a proper review and talk about it, because I really, really have enjoyed the show, and I want to do like a proper review video of the show. But whenever I was coming up with some things to do for, an April Fool's joke, I had come up with a few different things. Chaz had come up with a few different things. And then, suddenly it hit me that I should be doing this laugh track thing because I've been watching so much Seinfeld. And it would make more sense to do now while I'm watching it than sometime in the future. But yeah, we've been watching a lot of it. Watching a very solid amount of that show. But it's a good show. It's a good show. I don't regret watching it. It's just... It's got a lot of laugh tracks. I swallowed. It went down the wrong tube. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If I got you, if you legitimately thought that there was going to be laugh tracks added into the vlog, then let me know. I love to see if I got people. It's been fun for me today because, the vlogs are always behind. At least a little bit. They have to be at least a day behind. So you're always going to catch people off guard. Always. And when they're considerably behind, you really catch them off guard. But for all of our other content, releasing, Nintendo Pack and Mal Makes with the duck goiter thing, like, it's been a joy today to release that content and see the stuff that comes out of it. So it's fun to release what I'm going to call legal, late April Fool's joke and see what people think. So be sure to let me know. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?